Keeping your plugs clean is one of the easiest ways to keep your lobes healthy, but different materials are cleaned in different ways. This week, I'll be going through the best ways to keep your plugs in tip-top condition so that you can look your best no matter whether you're wearing glass, stone, or silicone. Material 1, steel. Steel plugs are super easy to clean. All you have to do is give them a wipe down with a damp cloth that's been in hot soapy water. Then give them a towel dry and boom, they're clean. Some people say that polishing your steel plugs with toothpaste is a good way to brighten them up. But if you're gonna do that, make sure you use non-whitening brands with no silica in them because that can actually dull them over time. Material 2, wood. Wood plugs are a bit more finicky. Do not, under any circumstances, submerge them in water. Wood plugs absolutely love sucking up water like a sponge, which brings us to bad point number 1. They expand, which is going to make it harder for you to get them into your ears. Once they're done sucking up all the water though, and they begin to dry out, we get to bad point number 2. They'll end up losing all that moisture and shrinking, which over time will cause them to crack, and that's definitely less than ideal. To properly clean your wood plugs, you should again only use a damp cloth. Then, you should polish them with some jojoba oil to keep not only your plugs, but your lobes healthy as well. If you've got wood plugs, make sure you're not wearing them when you're swimming, having a bath, or getting water bombs launched at your face. Material 3, bone and horn. These plugs have the same cleaning process as wood. Damp cloth, soapy water, don't submerge them in it, and then polish them with some oil to keep the moisture locked in and to prevent them from cracking. Material 4, glass. Glass is super easy to clean, so this is another short one. Use antibacterial soap to clean them, and then dry them. That's it, job's done. Just make sure that you don't use glass cleaner on them like you would on your windows or on your spectacles, as there's a lot of chemicals in there, and that can irritate your ears. Material 5, silver. If there's one thing that people with silver jewelry know, it's how easy it tarnishes. Luckily, they're not too difficult to look after. There's a few different ways you can keep your silver plugs looking amazing. Number 1 is using a silver polishing cloth. Just make sure that you don't wash the cloth, as it'll actually get rid of the chemicals that polish the plugs. The second way to clean them is, that's right, you guessed it, using some warm soapy water in a cloth and then towel drying them. And finally, you could get super DIY and use some aluminium foil and baking soda to clean them. Step 1, get a large tin or glass and line it with the aluminium foil with the shiny side facing up. Step 2, put your silver plugs into the tray and boil around 500 milliliters of water. Step 3, pour the water into the tray and make sure the plugs are fully submerged. Make sure the water doesn't touch your skin and ruin your pain-free day. Step 4, put 2 heaped tablespoons of baking soda into the water and let it sit for around 30 minutes. Step 5, after they've soaked, remove the plugs from the water and then rinse them, dry them and buff them. And do not stick them in a stew. Step 6, wear your shining silver plugs and dispose of the baking soda water. Do not drink it. Material 6, silicone. Another easy one, thoroughly scrub them in soapy water and then dry them. Easy peasy. Material 7, acrylic. Do you still have your cloth and antibacterial soap to hand? Good, because you can use them on your acrylic plugs just like you could on your glass ones. Make sure you give them a thorough scrub because acrylic is actually porous. If you're going to use alcohol to clean your acrylic plugs, make sure you only use a tiny amount to avoid them deteriorating over a long period of time. Material 8, stone. Get yourself some lukewarm water and a soft bristle brush. Preferably not the one that you used to brush your teeth with this morning. Give your stone plugs a good scrub and then make sure you dry them thoroughly. If you think your stone plugs are starting to dull a bit, you can use some jojoba oil to polish them, just don't overdo it. If for some reason you're absolutely rolling in cash and you've got yourself an autoclave, then you can clean your steel and your glass plugs in there, no problem. I hope this video helped answer some of your plug cleaning questions, and if you've got any more, leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if not, let me know why I should wash my mouth out with hot soapy water. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.